Hello, my name is Jason Silverstein, and this is my 32nd week selling on eBay. Today's topic might be one that you're very interested in. It's how you could sell your items for the most amount of money on eBay. And I got the idea for this video by going to 2 flea markets this past Sunday. If you live in the Tampa area or you're familiar with it, you may have heard of these flea markets. It was the Funland Swap Shop and the Oldsmar Flea Market. Now, I was going to look for golf clubs, of course, because I've heard people say they buy a lot of golf clubs at flea markets. And I needed to check it out for myself. So I got up at 5:30 in the morning on Sunday and I drove first to the Funland Swap Shop. Well, they didn't have many golf clubs there. In fact, they had no golf clubs there. But they did have someone was selling a golf bag, so I bought that. As I was walking through there, I noticed there was just a bunch of tables and people standing by a table. There wasn't really too many people with permanent booths. It was like people who could just come and go and maybe just pay for the day and set up. The next flea market I went to was the Oldsmar Flea Market. And this flea market had more small permanent booths, places where I guess people could just keep their inventory there when they're not there working. I talked to one guy who was selling golf clubs, and he just say he worked at his booth on Saturday or Sunday. And there were at least a few people that had golf clubs for sale. But the point of this video and story is there was one golf shop. It was more like a permanent golf shop. It was big, had a wide selection of golf clubs. They were selling their golf clubs for possibly double the price of other people selling. And that got me thinking afterwards. Why can they sell for double the price of other people? And I came to the conclusion it was about trust. People trust them more. They're willing to pay more money. Okay, how does this translate to eBay? Have you ever looked up sold comps on eBay and have seen that some sellers sell their items for more money than everybody else, even though it's the exact same item? Have you ever wondered how they're able to do that? I believe it's just because they've built up trust and people trust them. I mean, after all, you're buying something online that's going to be shipped to you. Yes, there's eBay protection. If it's not described, you could return it. But who really wants to go through that? I don't. I know for me, like when I'm trying to buy golf clubs on Facebook Marketplace and someone just has 1 or 2 pictures far away, have no idea what they're selling, I don't really want to bother with it. If they're asking a real low price, I'll ask questions like, can you send me more pictures? But I don't really want to do that. And then I only do that because I'm trying to look for a good deal. If I'm a retail buyer, I'm going to pass them by. I'm not even going to ask them any questions. It's the same thing on eBay. You have to build up trust with people to get the most amount of money. And you do that by having clear photos, as many as possible. You can have as many up to 12. You probably want to use all of them. You just want to make sure that you get every single angle of the product. Take pictures of the flaws. If you take pictures of the flaws, that shows that you're really trying to show the customer what this item is. Write a good description. Have good positive feedback. If possible, make it to top rated seller or top rated plus. And here's something that I don't do, but I'm thinking about doing it soon, is offering free 30-day returns. That's the ultimate in building trust. If somebody buys it and they don't like it, or it's not as described as they think it should be, they could just return it at no cost to them. So they could buy risk-free. Now, if you do that, of course, your returns will go up some. But from other people who have done it, their sales have gone up much more to compensate for the extra returns. One thing that, and this is just my opinion, the other things I just said were facts, but here's my opinion, which not everyone may agree with. If you're just selling in one category, I think that's really going to help build trust with a customer. Because if I know, for example, I'm looking for a 9-iron golf club, and I come across one listing and they're selling this 9-iron golf club. It's the exact one I want. But I look through their store and that's the only golf club they're selling. Everything else is like stuffed animals and toys and games, and they're only selling this one golf iron. And I go to another item and I look at their store and the only thing they sell is golf clubs. Whose description of the golf club am I going to trust more? Well, probably the golf club store. I figure they know more about it. They're going to write a more accurate description, and I'm more likely to buy from them, even if it's a little bit more money. I'd like to know your opinion. Why do you think some sellers get more money for their items than others? If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you next time.